All right. Well, I think my mic might be a little loud. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, okay. No, you know what? Screw it. I'll just turn it up. That way if I go a little bit away from the mic, it's there. Compressed as much as possible, I guess. Okay, so I did a little bit of a thing I've been doing where I pre-wrote some stuff and brought it in because I just felt like it. You know, I was just sitting around, had a song idea pop in my head, so I put it down. I do that on my laptop upstairs while I'm like getting coffee and doing whatever else I'm doing. So it's here. Yesterday I had a little audio dropout. I had been having that on my old computer and had to do with the processing abilities of that old computer. I thought it might have been the same thing, but my hard drive like desynced external hard drive, not my computer hard drive. I think that was actually it. So I disconnected them while I'm streaming, so hopefully I won't have a problem. But I'm gonna just need to, keep an eye on the audio indicator here, because if it stops bouncing around, something messed up. All right, so I got a MIDI guitar, and then I've got these two audio files here, just kind of doubling it up. So this one's guitar running through the thaw amp. I've got an ambient. Ambient sound going on the chorus. So that's pretty much that. No drums, nothing else yet. So yeah, I'm working a little bit different since I got the new computer because I can just do things differently. Like I don't have to worry about it tanking on me while I'm trying to do certain things. I'm not even running in low latency mode. So that's crazy in and of itself. All right. So 2 days ago, when I first got this thing, I was talking and going through stuff for like 4 hours because I was like setting up everything on the new computer. And then by the time I got to do the vocals, my voice was trashed. So yesterday, I think it was still a little bit down, like below par. So I was thinking I might just try and sing first off today. I've got enough harmonic information with these tracks on here already. I don't need to put all the guitar, bass, and everything on, so I can probably just do it. So when I wrote lyrics to go with this already, or at least a verse and chorus, so that's usually enough for me to go on. I got little Gatorade Zeros again. That's just good to stay hydrated. I mean, water, obviously, but moved to a super dry area here a month ago, and I don't know, the electrolytes, I think, actually do something. I used to think that was nonsense, but I'm dry without just chugging those water, whatever else all day. All right, so I'm debating putting some drums down. Maybe I'll just do a little quick loop. Let me fire up my Roland kit. Just tap something in quick and then just punch it across just as a timekeeper. Okay. Let's see. It's on. Yeah, let me do just a little thing. I'm going to do a full part later, but I'll just do this real quick. That's all I need. Okay. No fills, just beat. And let me do this. Make sure it's right on. That should work. Actually, I don't like that one kick. I'm going to move it over. That's good. Okay. So I know I can loop this, but I'm not even going to go that far. I'm just going to spam it across the top. Okay. All right. So there's my timekeeper for the time being. All right. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the vocals first because frankly, I don't want to talk a bunch, and talking actually makes my voice work less more than almost anything. So yeah. All right, I do have to warm up a bit. I've got lyrics. So I'm gonna make a bunch of weird noises, by the way. You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a vocal track to actually record on. Okay. Change that. Bus 2, I made. There it is, vocal bus. This has a little bit of saturation on it, a lot of bit of saturation. Another compressor. I like to double compress things. I kind of like do different jobs. And then just cutting some low end off. That's just so the guitars and the vocals don't mess with each other. Okay. So there's that. All right. All right. I gotta change this. That verse part of fits. I'm not actually singing it right now because I do have to warm up, and don't just come in cold. That's always a bad idea. All right, I think my vocals will fit with these lyrics, so that's a good thing. All right. Okay. Shut up. It keeps ringing out. Okay. I'm trying to do like speed warm-ups now. One chance to take. I just heard a weird pop. You know what? Bear with me one sec. I'm gonna freeze this track just in case. I don't want any issues today, so I'm gonna go silent for a second while it does this because it's like processing the audio. It's making an audio file out of this that it's gonna play back instead of the MIDI. Okay, there we go. The other reason I did that is because every time I stop with the MIDI thing, it's going to keep all holding out here, it just plays the audio file, so it just dead stops. That's a lot nicer. Hold one heart to break. Oh, say someday will you be? And underlying essence, bring me to the place I can't believe. Is that what you think? Okay, I can tell already my voice is working better than it has been the last 2 days. If the like vocal fry thing goes and I can't do mixed voice, I immediately know it's going bad. Okay. Let me turn this off. Okay, this is gonna be quieter and sound weird, but this is like I've got some effects on it, so it's well, just the saturation, but it sounds a little distorted on purpose. This helps it cut through the mix later. But yeah. Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. On decision day, will you be take it? The underlying issue. I'm gonna vary the melody every time I do a take, so yeah, I'm just trying things. I've got a rough idea, but I want to see what actually fits. I might have to do this more often, just get a few things down, do the vocals like ASAP. Okay, so here goes. I'll start doing takes. If they suck, I'll, just restart it. And like I said, the distortion you're hearing on there, I just got some tape saturation compression on just because this is like the vocal chain I'm going to use to cut through the mix later. Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. On decision day, will it be forsaken? Any underlying issues bring me to the right. I can't be forgiven. Is that what you think? I might be a disgrace, but it's not my place. Standing on another's victory, and I'm gone. All right, I hit everything, but yeah, my voice definitely feels better this way. Oh yeah, I gotta turn that off today. Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. On decision day, will it be forsaken? Oh, you know what? Can I leave this on and just record on that? I probably can. I think I'm gonna do that again. That was pretty damn good, but I got a couple rough spots, so I'm just gonna do it. This might be different the first take too. Got one chance to... Oh yeah, that's gonna be loud AF. Turn the compressor off. Okay. Delete. Okay. Not that compressor. This compressor. Okay. Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. On decision day, will you be fired? Any underlying issues bring me to the place I can't be forgiven. Is that what you think? I might be not right, but it's not my place. Standing on another's right, alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to toggle back and forth here. Let me listen to that. Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. someday will you be fine? Any other life? It's a little off yet, but all right. Delete. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna just do a couple tries here to like kind of like solidify the thing in my head. It sounds a little weird yet too. Like I got some of the vocal chain on, but not all of it, so it's like a little weirdly dry. All right, here I go again. Got one chance to take, holds one heart to break. Our decision day, will you be right? Any other life? Got one chance to take, holds one heart to break. Our decision day, will you be fine? One chance to take, holds one heart to break. On decision day, will you be forsaken? Have me undenying issues, bring me to the place I get back for alright. Is that what you think? I think I got it. Kind of led into the chorus. Got one chance to take, holds one heart to break. On decision day, will you be forsaken? Have me undenying issues, bring me to the place I get back for alright. Is that what you think? I might be out of scratch, but it's not my place. Alright, I think it's fine. Yeah. I was trying to sort out how to go into this like B section of the verse because there's like a 2-part thing. I think I got it. And now I need a chorus. This one I'm a little less sure on. So, all right, let me make a new track. By the way, those screams and other things, I'm just kind of doing this technique thing where it's like inhale a little bit of vocal fry. It's actually pretty easy to do once you kind of figure it out, but it's not very loud and doesn't sound super impressive until I throw on some extra things to like saturate it and make it sound more convincing. So I'm not actually screaming per se, I'm just making the noise. Why can't I find the chorus measure? It's that one. All right. The chorus changes keys. It's from B flat to E flat. Nothing crazy. It just makes the A go down to an A flat. 2 instead of 3 flats. Or actually vice versa. But all right, I'm gonna mute this because the lead-in's gonna throw me off. Let me kind of like just listen to it a few times. Okay, I think I've got a rough idea. Give it a shot. One part in there, I gotta sort out how to do it. Okay, here I go again. Maybe. Kind of rough at the end. Kind of forgot what I was gonna do and then made something up. So I'm not sure if it worked. Gotta turn that off to hear it. Still a little off pitch. Gotta sort out exactly what I want to do so I don't miss the pitches because I'm like guessing as I go. What the heck is that? No. I think I got it. Gotta remember to turn this off. All right, they go right together. That's all good. Okay, I've only got one verse typed up here. What did I sing the first one again? Oh yeah, okay. I literally forget things in 2 seconds. So, well, not 2 seconds, but pretty dang close. All right, bear with me. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab this whole bulk of lyrics, verse, chorus. Might as well just grab the chorus and do a last one because I'm gonna have that format anyway. Okay, so I'm just gonna modify a few lines in this second verse and maybe just try and sing it like the first one. All right. So, as per usual, my lyrics are just kind of like whatever the heck happens. So, don't ever read too much into them. Let me just scan through this. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let me see. Might be a little different because I'm bad at recreating things. I don't know if that was the best ever, but I got everything in there. I think I might just say good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the chorus. 1 for consistency and 2 for just me not remembering things 2 seconds later. Like I remember it, but I'm not gonna get every intricacy of like how I changed to different notes. So screw it. If I like had it more sorted out before I started, I could probably do it, but like without practicing it, and since I'm just improvising, this is what it is. Okay. Let me just turn this down a little bit. I feel like I'm like absolutely crazy cranked up too loud. All right, so there's some rough vocals just in. It's not even super on point right there, but it's fine because I'm gonna run it through some stuff. Holds one heart to break. On decision day, will you be the same? That was a little off. The high note there, they're just slightly off. But I'm more interested in getting that like tone / feel than I am the notes being absolutely perfect, because as long as they're like really close, I'm just gonna nudge them. Like I said, this is improvised, so I don't sit around and like figure out a song for a couple days and then come in and do it. I just make it up on the spot. So I'm bound to have a few off things because it's hard to sing when I'm just improvising and I'm like picking random notes out of thin air. So, all right. It's hard to get it perfect when you're doing that because like there's always like a little millisecond hesitation as I'm thinking about it, versus I know this song, got the muscle memory, and I'm just gonna blast it out. So but like I said, as long as I get that like tone in there, like kind of like the aggressive-ish vibe, I'm good with it. Okay, so now do I want to do anything with the vocals right off the bat or just wait? I think I'm gonna wait. So I think I'm just gonna mute these things. Like so. Just muted the whole bus, so all of them are muted now. All right, so I can probably just start doing some guitar layers. I think that's what I'm gonna go for next. So I need tracks to record on. Input 2. I'll just make 2 of them for now. I actually want these to go to, there we go, bus 1. You know what? I actually want this, yeah, all three of these to go to bus one, because this is going to be like my guitar send bus, but I'm not really going to put anything on it per se. Just literally it's going to be there as like a easy to see how loud the guitars are in the mix type thing. Because I usually shoot for like the whole group of guitars going around like a range between -10 to -14 dB. Same thing for the drums, bass, and vocals. I just kind of shoot for that range, and then everything seems to line up, so the master output's not getting too slammed. Okay. All right, I was about to say bass guitar, but no, just regular guitar. I don't know why I was thinking bass guitar, probably because I was like just looking at it. Okay, so I'm gonna plug this in. So those other three imports from my laptop are just gonna blend in with what I'm about to record. Let's see, I'll go 30-ish for the panning. Probably gonna make 2 more tracks and pan them more so, but you know, let's see, just guitar left, guitar right, pretty obvious. All right, and then I'm gonna load up, where are you? Auto to home, auto to stereo. I know I'm panning this, but for some reason I feel like I like this in stereo better. Like something is like, I don't know, it just sounds better to me. I might just be in my head because I'm just recording it on a mono track and then panning it, but I don't know. All right, I gotta get this in tune. Come on. Why is the G string always a pain? All right. Close enough. If I leave it up a little bit, it's just because I know my body heat's going to drop the tuning, so I just, you know. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to save these lyrics. Quit that. All right. And I don't need this open anymore. It's just in the way regardless. Okay. So I was just doing like, but do I want to drop it an octave like the other stuff? Let me see. Or might have to turn it down a little bit. I think I'm going to layer it with the octave up because it'll just not fight the other one so much. So in fact, I might do doubled octaves. All right. So I'm just backing up into frame because I got a camera there. I'm shooting for like the edited version of this. So, all right, here I go. I'm missing a drum loop out here. What the heck? There we go. Don't want the ending to go off time. I think I'm actually going to do a fade out anyway, so it probably doesn't even matter, but you know. All right, so next, I think I'm going to use the pedal drop an octave, but only put it on like a 30-ish% mix. Let me see. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. All right. Yeah, like that. Okay, here I go. So I'm just gonna play through it again. Nothing fancy. I'm just gonna play the part. All right, that'll do it. I'm gonna listen to it quick. All right, so let me see here. I'm gonna go there, duplicate those. Hand it a little bit more, and I'm just gonna jump to the chorus because I just want to make a really large sounding chorus. So I'm gonna drop 2 octaves, just be crazy. That sounds like a distorted bass. All right, so that's a thing. All right, I gotta go into this plugin, and I am gonna cut a lot of low end because that low tuning is gonna sound like slop if I don't. Gives you the illusion it's like tuned super low there. I mean, it kind of is, but without adding all the woofy low end that's going to fight the bass guitar. Because I want the bass guitar to handle the low end, not the guitar. All right, so this one is just an octave down. Only an octave down. Got it. Okay. Just chop these. All right, I gotta start color coding so I know what the heck is going on here. Hey, there it goes. So I do this just, you know, helps me identify where the things are actually happening. All right, so copy, paste, paste, chorus, layered up, good. Actually, I think I'll cut these too. Just make a nice, clean, immediate punch in and out type thing. I've got to pause here, and then I do the verse, but I have it like drop tuned more, so it's going to be like a little heavier. But yeah, the mix isn't as thick. That's where I did the heaviness upgrade. I don't know what word to use there. Okay, so now, yeah, I just do the guitar solo. Just hit duplicate. That'll give me the bus and everything correctly. Just pan it center. I believe in here, yeah, fall lead tone. I'm actually gonna boost this. I gotta change this. I didn't get enough output on it. All right, so let me see. Gotta turn the pedal off. Switch pickup so it's not so damn noisy. What am I in? B flat major? I mean, I'm not doing B flat major. I'm doing like a modal thing. Yeah, I think I'm doing like C Dorian or some nonsense. Yeah, I think that's correct. I was doing a little test run to see. I gotta make sure I'm in tune. Hey, it won't look like a big mess of boxes behind me this time. I cleaned it up, except for I got one box, but it started pouring down rain, so I didn't want to take it out. But I got stuff contained in it, so it's a lot better than it was. All right, I'm gonna pull the headphones out. I think I can just go for it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Wrong key. I don't know. My brain just went elsewhere for a second. I don't like it. I want to figure out something better than this. I think that'll work. That's totally fine. Hit save. This is gonna be guitar solo. Make sure I know what the heck I'm looking at. I could probably relabel these two, but they're pretty obvious. I'll make a new track. This one's gonna be for the bass. Yeah, I usually had a template where this was all set up, but I don't have it now. They're all contained on the old computer, but I just thought it would be fun to build things from scratch because, you know, it just gives a little more detail as to what I'm doing. Okay, so I did make some presets to just speed up this process. So I've got this bass sound I made using Revolver, which is like a head rush plugin, the big multi-effects units head rush, and their plugin is free, so you can just download it and use it. I think the idea is you buy the big head rush pedal and then you can make the sounds on this plugin, which you get for free, and you know they charge like over $1,000 for the big multi-effects unit, so this thing is no extra cost. You make the sounds on here on your computer while you're sitting around, and then you can like import them to the device and take it out live. I think that's the idea anyway. I'm completely guessing, but it is free, so I got it. I put a compressor after the plugin because they have some compressors in there, but I just like this particular one better, so I'm using it. All right, so plugged in, and I just have to tune. Oh, it's so close. I don't even know if I want to do it. I usually like to have it a little above, but if it's like right on, I think I'm just gonna let it be. Instrument does feel a little chilly though, so it might drop. it's not gonna even pick up because it's too low, so I'll do the harmonics. On a 12th fret. Two or three cents of, I'm not worried about it because, like I said, body heat will drop it, so that happens pretty quickly. Yeah, so I just don't want to put it dead on and then it drops in 2 seconds. Halfway through the song, the whole thing sounds flat. All right, so let me see. What do I want to do? Just follow the guitar or do something different? I might fill in a few more notes just to make the key more obvious because, like I said, it's like a C Dorian. That'll kind of like reinforce it because I don't want the vocals to sound odd. I just want to record that a little bit and see how it sounds. I think that's actually good. Okay, a little B flat. Slide down to the A. Kind of gives you the feel of the mode I'm in. E flat. I totally forgot the chorus. Actually, what do I want to do this? Because I'm gonna just do it on the A string, low A string. Okay, E flat. Don't forget that. for me. All right, hitting save. Works right through. All right, I'm gonna delete that makeshift little drum loop timekeeper I made in the beginning, and I'm actually gonna play a drum part through the whole song. So let me just move my phone camera, but camera nonetheless, over to this stand so I can get the right angle of this. Damn it. No. Good fall. Right up there. And then I bump it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the drums are going to be done on this Roland SPD SX Pro. It's like the best thing ever for a compact space. Got a kick tower on here with a double kick pedal. And then I've got snare, 3 toms, hi-hat. I don't have a hi-hat controller, so if I decide to do open close, which I rarely ever do, I'll just write it in. But yeah, 3 cymbals. And I also have a cheater kick drum on here on the left side on the bottom. So if I want to do a crazy fill, like doubles like that, I can go. All right, anyway. I need to turn the metronome on. If I can't hear it, I'm going to mute some things, but let me see. Figures. I forgot to turn the recording on. Glad I saw that. Ugh. All right, well, anyway. Pull these up so I don't get in the way. Can I get this thing? It's pain. Get this drums throne thing in the right position. All right, here I go. I think I'm going to mute my mic because it's so loud I can hear the thing on there. It's distracting. I missed the snare once and whacked the bottom of the thing, and then I screwed up a fill or two there. So I'm just going to reset. All right, I got it. Ugh, I kept messing up. That last one sucked. I just thought the pause after the last chorus was happening before the chorus. I don't know why. But that was a really good take up to then. But this one was fine. The end was a little bit weird, but I'm fading that out anyway, so it doesn't have to be great. Okay, let me grab my camera thing. Ugh, ouch. Either pull that thing out too fast, I feel like I'm gonna break it, or I get it pinched. Or get my finger pinched. Okay, switch chairs. Ugh. Drum throne is, well, went down too low on it. That drum throne is like way uncomfortable sitting at the desk for too long on. It used to be great, my old studio, because like the height was different, but this desk is too low for that. So I'm like, whenever I'm using that. I don't want to lower it too, because it's hard to get it in the right spot for the drums if I do that. Okay. Let me just scan through this MIDI. Let me turn this off too. I feel like might have been the last chorus. I think I did the same thing I did on one of the takes, and I just whiffed and missed the cymbal and hit the side of this thing, but it might have been okay anyway, because I feel like I just kind of grazed the side, so it might have picked it up regardless. I'm about to find out. All right, so I'm shortening the note values, or the lengths, because when I do these fast fills, if I don't shorten these to like the shortest point, this all overlaps. I can't even see that there's multiple notes there, so not really conducive to hiccup, making sure this is all right. Okay, so I'm definitely going to quantize that first hit, because it looks left of the line, and that will just not come out. I might just play it and listen, because I feel like I was pretty close. Like, some days my timing is weird, some days it's okay. I feel like this was an okay day, so if it's on enough to not edit and move things, I will just leave it, because doing less stuff is always nice. That one is a little off. This is actually passable so far, except for that kick hit. That one sucked. Excuse me, I didn't do that. What the hell? Some of these kick snare at the same time, things are a little off. Ooh, that one is bad. I don't know. Let me see if I tighten this up a little. That's a little off. It actually doesn't sound bad, but I don't know. I've got those I got this MIDI guitar in there. It's like bang on, and so I just want to see. This might make it sound a little nicer. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna do it. Damn it. I'm not gonna grab everything, just some of the main hits. Sometimes when I grab a note, it's gonna like play the sound. So if I'm playing back and grabbing things and you hear extra hits, that's what it is. I gotta touch that snare. Yeah. I wonder if this sounds good. It looks like yeah, it's fine. Some of these I just kind of like did a buzz roll on the pad. Hit. You know what? Let me leave it in. It might be okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna grab cymbals, just less to look at as I'm going. Not grabbing the toms a lot either, because like I'm doing flams there. Like that's a drum rudiment if you don't know. Doesn't sound great if I plop them right on top of each other, because that is not the intended sound. Like, oh man, at the end. No, it's the pause. Dang it. Alright, actually the first time when I played and I messed up anyway, I kind of came in and I was going to do a fill into that, but I think it's better just straight up pause right through. It's more dynamic in the end. Not sure about that, but I think it's fine. Oh yeah, it's the end where I got kind of rough. That makes sense. That moved a lot. Oh. Right, this is where I got bad at things. Let's see, I'll do that. Play those a little more. There. Okay. Hey, it's not right. That sounds ridiculous, but I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. Except that, no, it's not that. I heard it. It's probably this. It's like overlap doesn't sound great. Get these, that's, yeah, there. That's, why are they so quiet? I'm even gonna leave those two little extra bounces at the end. All right, that's it for the drums. Let me see if I can do this. I usually not necessarily do this one. Let me see. I got a little. Okay, guess I'll do it. I just do that because I got it set to like normalize to -7 dB. And then it just gives me a slight gain boost, but just a controlled one so it doesn't go over a certain point. It gives me a little more sustain sometimes. Or attack on the bass. Sustain on the lead. I don't do it on the rhythm guitars, but I just do it on the guitar solo because I usually just don't pick as hard, so I don't get as much, but I want to have the same amount of intensity going into the amp plug-in, so it's like giving me the right attack. And I could do that with like a clean gain boost pedal or something, but this is like a really controlled way to do it. All right, I'm gonna save, and I think it's about time I bring the vocals back in. I did them in the beginning because if my voice continued to suck like it did the last 2 days, first day I think I talked too long and just wore it out, and then the second day I was like dehydrated or something, and I just couldn't do anything. I was like, ugh. Okay, I mean I got stuff out, but I like, yeah, it wasn't going. I wasn't able to do very much. What was I doing? Unmute. Let's see how this sounds in the mix now. That's off tune. There's going to be a couple spots where I'm off tune here because it was improvised. That's all fine. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do is tune it. So, okay. Why do I have, oh, right, the talking one. I'm gonna delete the compressor because that was just thrown on to make sure it was loud enough to hear the playback. Where is it? Salomone Melodyne, that's the one I want. Okay, so I usually pull these on my second screen, but I guess I'll leave it up. Okay, so there is an ARA version of this, but I can never get it to work right, so I just import. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll just play it through this point. These kind of, I pasted these two choruses on here just to see where they're supposed to go, but I'm gonna import just one and then bounce it down as an audio track with the tuning fix. All right, so this is gonna look strange, but I'm actually gonna close these and then re-open them. There's like some weird glitch where some of the features don't work unless I do that, and I just kind of found through trial and error that's the way to get it to turn on, and it just, I don't know, it just keeps doing that. Okay, so I use this for just spot checking the tuning, and then the other thing I use it for is I can like plainly see if there's any like pops or cracks or weirdness going on. I know there's one right in the beginning of this take. And I can just delete it in this without having to do a lot of extra stuff. All right, let me hit transfer, and then I'm just gonna sit here while this plays through the second verse.
Got one chance to take, holds one heart to break. On decision day, will you be the second? Have me undenying issues, bring me to the place I get this all out. That's not what you think. I might be on the script, but that's not my place. Stand out on another's got away. I might be the first to fall to sleep, but the place was taken from me. Don't be honest, I'll set free. You're just listen up to me, but you're outside you. Don't keep feeling fake, 'cause there's a lot at stake. What decision made will you make? The underlying messages bring me to the place I can't be forgotten. How would you think I might be kind of screwed?
That's it. All right. Select all. I got the wrong redirect. It's trying to do it in some thing. I wanted a melodic redirect. Okay. So this one is C Dorian. I'm not going to type that in. I'm just going to do B flat major, because it's basically the same thing. C Dorian is a mode of the C, or sorry, of the B flat major scale. So I type that in, I get the right notes, it's all good. So yeah, this whole thing. Oh, that's what it is. I'm tapping. If you ever see me moving around like this while I'm singing, I used to just like drum while I did it because it keeps me in time, and I'm like resisting the urge, so I just move anyway. I can't sing in time unless I'm moving. I'm just weird. All right, delete. I think that's fine.
God wants you.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? Just gonna do that. That's gonna just center the notes. Am I on pitch grid, key snap? Yes. Okay.
Got one chance to take.
That's wrong. I think.
Got one chance to take.
So I'm just gonna listen to this. The wobbly sound is actually these are clean vocals, but I'm running it through this bus where I've got these plugins on, so that's kind of what that distorted tape saturation sound is.
Holds one heart to break. On decision day, will you be the second?
These are on the right notes in the key, but I actually think they would probably sound better here.
Second.
Yeah.
Have me underlying issues, bring me to the place I got back for. That's not what you think. I might be out of scratch, but that's not my plan.
Yeah, this one too. I'm actually in the key, but I don't like the note I hit in the key.
Scratch, but that's not my plan.
I'm gonna bring these all up.
Out of scratch, but that's not my place. Stand out on another's alright.
Okay. I think that happens a lot. I think I'm like off pitch, like out of the key, but I actually just hit a note in the key that I didn't like.
Don't keep feeling fake, 'cause there's a lot at stake.
So this is like, if you use auto-tune, I think you can do this in auto-tune. I'm not sure. I don't even have auto-tune. But I feel like if you just use the like tune everything setting, you get a lot of weirdness. This way I can just find a note I don't like and slide it and leave the rest alone.
A decision made. Well, yo, any underlying goes bring
Same thing. In key, but the note sucks in key.
goes bring me to the place I can't be forgotten.
fine.
Would you think I might be at a screw? Standing on another's bed over.
Alright, that's all fine. Alright. Let me just jump to the chorus. This one is in a different key. So, yeah, you know what? Nah, it's fine. It won't hurt anything. E flat. I look pretty on pitch for the most part. This will just kind of zero it in.
I might be the worst.
That went from a D to an E flat. I don't know if that's good or not, though.
That's
fine. Both are in key. I kind of scooped up into the E flat, but it's fine.
Up to me about up to me about
Nah. Thought that would sound better, but it sucks. Alright, and then just delete. Gonna delete. I want to keep this breath noise. I'm gonna delete the thing right before it.
I might be the
Gotta make sure my breath noise is in tune, right? Kidding.
I might be the worst you fast.
Alright, that's good. Couple notes shifted, mostly okay.
I might be the worst you fast.
Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, start with the verse, bounce region in place, I'll just title it vocal, verse vocal, duh. Yeah. Let me check this. Source. I'm gonna just mute it, because just in case this screws up, I want to have that there to redo it. Normalize off. New computers, I gotta make sure all these settings are. Yeah, I gotta make sure all the settings are right. Alright, let me see. Seems like it worked good. Delete for all, goodbye. That way Melodyne's not on there. You know, I don't have to worry about that processing. Did I delete the right one? Oh, I just deleted the tracks, or the takes, not the track. Okay. Yeah, so now I don't have that processing happening, so it's just an audio file with the corrected pitch. Okay, so then I'll just bounce this. Just this one though. Chorus, vocal. Yeah. Mutes me when I do that. Alright, so just put this on the chorus. I also like to do that because like then I just have the cleaned up vocal without having to worry about like is the Melodyne file in the computer or my old computer, you know, that kind of thing. Like when I'm a couple years out from this, if I ever needed to for some reason open up this file again. Yeah, and now I've got that little pop going in the beginning of the verse. Much better. Okay, so I'm actually going to normalize these too, because they look a little quiet. This one's closer, but I can probably get a little more out. All right, and -7 is perfectly safe to not have any clipping going on when I load some stuff here. All right, so I keep using this plugin, and I always mention it on my streams, but I could have never opened it up because like my computer would crash. But now with the new computer, it should be totally fine. All right, so Baby Audio Humanoid. I changed the default preset yesterday, so the one they have on is like full on make you sound like a robot type craziness. Okay, so I don't have B flat, I just have A sharp, same note. So major, that's all correct. Okay, so what I have this doing, I have the note shift up a third. So it's making this vocoder sound. Let me solo this and this out. So if I put it on 100%, you can hear that pitch by itself. It's a little nuts, but in the context of the mix, if I put this on like 20%, less severe, it just adds this like thickness to the vocal.
Got one chance to take.
It's a little wobbly right now. Smoothing this up. I might actually just need to change this.
Hold one heart to break. On to see the Sunday. Will you be forsaken? Have me underlying issues. Bring me to the place I got back for. That's not what you think. I might be out of scrape, but that's not my place. And I know that's not alright.
All right. Yeah, so when that goes into the mix, the wideness and like that stuff just kind of, it's a vocoder synth type thing layered on top of my vocal. It adds some stereo width and just kind of helps it cut through the mix.
Got one chance to take. Hold one heart to break. On to see Sunday. Will you be forsaken?
That's not bad. So I don't want it too severe because sometimes I turn it up for effect. I'll like automate it up, but a lot of times I don't do that because it'll get weird. If I want it to sound weird, it's great, but I don't always. Okay, so this is a built-in Logic plugin and affecting this little frequency band here. 20% mix. Drive is up pretty good though. So this is going to make those screams sound a lot less like I'm doing what I'm doing, which is not screaming.
Sunday, will you be forsaken?
Like so. And then a compressor, and I just gotta save. All right, this input's hitting a little low, so I'm just gonna turn it up slightly, just because it'll give me more drive. That's not bad. Okay, I'm actually gonna slide this down and squeeze another plugin in here. I can do like megaphone sounding effects with Humanoid, but it's a lot easier to just use this one. So what I'm gonna do is put this track on Latch, zoom in a little bit just so I make sure I don't miss here. So I'm just gonna move this thing around with my mouse and slide in and out of like a megaphone type effect, like back and forth on the verse. So that's verse 1. Just kind of moved around where I thought it'd be good. And then at the end, I kind of went up a little bit because that way it won't fight the chorus vocal so much when it comes in. All right, and then this one, maybe I'll do like reverse order. Redo, that sucks. There we go. You can just overwrite it if you go back, if you mess it up. All right, back to read, and then that should all just be there. So let's see. Yep. I never labeled this. This is the guitar bus. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, I'm just using this for like a monitor almost to see how how loud it gets. So -11. I got plenty of headroom there. Drums are just on their own, but they're -10. Bass so far is -14. I'm sure it's going to get louder in the chorus. But yeah, just leaving a lot of headroom, so my master out is just totally fine. All right, so let me see. All right, so different key. So this kind of worked out because I don't think you can automate the key region. You can do every other thing will automate, but I don't think the key region does. So having this on a separate track makes this a heck of a lot easier. Turn this up a little bit. Cut some high end out on the last one. The brush, I'm gonna go real wide there. I'm gonna go higher on the mix here. There. If you go too much higher than 30 something, it gets weird, which I occasionally do. If I'm doing like a falsetto thing and I want like a weird harmony over top, and then with the megaphone effect I just did on it, that sounds pretty awesome. But usually I don't go much higher than 30, and only just for like a heavier chorus part. A scream sounds like I went psycho crazy now because this is adding that vocoder thing, which kind of gives it this like thing where I got the format shifted up, and that vocoder harmony is just sounds insane when you do the distorted vocal thing, like like "Wah!" And then clip distortion gets rid of some of that like sound where it's obviously like a falsetto or mixed voice note with that on top, so it kind of makes it sound more like just a crazy distortion. And then the compressor's just smashing it so it's all the same volume, because the screams are actually quieter than the rest of the vocal in reality. Guitar went up a little loud, which is telling me one of these is oh, I'm overlooking this because it's MIDI. That's the one. Let's go down to like 2. Let me see what that is. Close enough. I think I said this before. This plugin, Thaw Amp, does a whole bunch of stuff. Like you can do like drop tunes, add in like low end mix, do all kinds of like fancy crap. But just its raw tone, standard tuning, where I'm playing this guitar solo, it sounds so much like this PVG-ASX. I actually used up 2 of them, but I ran them in stereo. But it sounds so much like that. It's got this like bite to it. I really like the tone. All right. Well, anyway, I think that's it. The song is complete. I'm gonna grab this master track, pull it here. Turn on the automation, and where's this all end? Right about there-ish. I was going to do a fade out. Do I want to do that for sure? Let me see. Yeah, I think so. So, about there. I don't start right on the beginning of that. So, okay, right there. I'm just going to shrink the thing down to nothing. Okay, and then a little bit of that, just do that because every once in a while when I bounce this down, I'll get like some glitch in the beginning. And if I do this, even if it happens, it's not an issue because the volume's off. All right, so there. That way when I hit bounce down, it'll just do that whole section. Okay, let's see. All right, so all I'm gonna do from here is mute this track I'm talking into, and then master the track. And I used to have this process where I would master the track, so I'd run it through Global EQ, just cut the lows and highs off. I mean, nothing crazy. I barely even EQ anything except for like if something's really annoying me. But usually I just go lows below like 40, highs above, I don't know, 1500. I just kind of do like a little cut off there. And then run it through a compressor, just barely on. Just tame some transients and then like just loud spikes. Then I put a limiter on and just give it a boost to a certain point. But Logic a few years ago put on this plugin you can hit here, mastering assistant. I just started using it ever since they put it out because it just puts everything perfectly at the level everyone wants your stuff at if you're putting it on streaming platforms like say Spotify or anything. There's like knob if you want to do a loud master, you can turn it up, but it just like is, with few exceptions, it's like pretty bang on with the EQ and the amount I want the track to be at, like for output gain. I used to try and master the piss out of my tracks, like they'd be like super loud. But well, at first I wasn't doing that. Then I was doing it. I was experimenting with some tape saturation. I've got a couple from a few years ago that are smashed, and then I just quit doing it because every time I hear something that's super super loud on Spotify or something, it sounds like trash. And albums that I used to think sounded really good because they were like maxed out, they kind of sound annoying. Like they're a little they just don't sound great. So I stopped doing it. So I've got headroom and it just works. But I'll just turn this thing on. If I got to do any like micro adjustments to it, I will. But usually it gets it spot on first try. It was a little rough when they first put it out, but since an update or two has happened, it's like bang on. So I just let it go. Yeah, last time I tried it on stream though, I had like this weird echo in my headphones after I did it, so I'm not going to do it on here, but that's all I'm going to do. They have 4 settings you can choose. I usually use the clean setting. I was actually using that on my old computer, but I was using it on my old computer because it's the only one I had available on my Intel-based Mac. But now that I have access to the other ones, actually I think the clean one sounds the best. There's transparent, which is the second best, and then the other two just kind of sound a little too muffled to me. So I actually like the clean setting the best, even though I have the options now. But I at least have the options. I'm glad to have them. All right, so anyway, that's all I can do. Well, I could technically hit that, but I'm not gonna. So I'll just end it there. I'm going to edit the videos I shot with my phone and line it up with the final audio and post it all over like I usually do, so you can check those out. It's just video of the song. You'll see 2 guitars. I don't show every guitar because it's too many things to cram on one screen. But I usually just show 2 guitars. If there was like an acoustic thing, I might put that in just for context, but usually just those 2: bass, drums on the bottom, and then vocal and guitar solo in the middle. I have other variations as you go back in time, and I used to try and cram everything in that I recorded, but it's just a crap idea because Peter gets too bogged down. This one might be okay, but still a pain in the ass to edit, and I could barely make everything visible, so I just don't. See 2 guitars, that's enough to be like, oh, okay, he played guitar. Got it. So, okay. That's it. I should be on tomorrow and the next day. I just come on every day and write a new song. So, yeah, I might try and continue on with this do vocals early thing. Like, I'll just, if I'm not doing a MIDI thing, I'll do a guitar take and just try and lay them down. Because, frankly, as I talk, my voice gets worse. So, it's just better to do it early. All right. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be on tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. So till then, bye. Oh, hey, did you just pop on? I'm like ending the stream now. Long thing. Yeah, I just finished this up. It's a pretty cool song. I'm doing this different than I had been doing with my old computer though, because like I can just kind of like do things one by one. I don't need to just turn the template on and have stuff preset because my computer can actually handle the processing now. Yeah, though, I just went through my whole vocal chain because I can actually do that too. I couldn't do that previously. But yeah, I'm ending the stream now. So I'm signing off, but I'll be on tomorrow. As far as my time zone, it is currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I usually start this. Sometimes I start a little earlier. The earliest I usually start is like 9:30 a.m. all the way up to 11 a.m. It just depends how long it takes me to like do things around the house and wake up enough. All right, I gotta go because I've been drinking fluids to stay hydrated and be able to sing and then talk and stuff. So it's about that time where I have to take care of that. I'm full of too much liquid. All right. So I will be back. Yeah, good night. I know it's late where you are. You must be like literally on the opposite side of the planet exactly, because you told me it was midnight and yeah, 1/2 midnight. Yeah. It's 1 p.m. here, so yeah. You must be like exactly on the opposite end of the planet. All right, well anyway, see you later. Bye.